guys, Selective Collective. This is another collective because I'm getting a download. I'm getting a mystical download. I feel like it's for everybody. However, I will be doing Libra's reading later on today or tonight. I like working at night. Anyway, if you'd like a private reading, then thank you for those who have gotten private readings. That information's in the description box below. So other than my thing that I've got going on message-wise, I have this little Sharpie out here because YouTube is cracking down on me, guys. I try to always push I think I push the envelope open when it comes to nudity on my cards, and I just I don't see what the big deal is. I honestly think we should be very comfortable with nudity. It's how we come into this earth. I just don't understand the big deal. You've got a little box. You can mark, is this for kids? Is this not for kids? It will even filter stuff for you. Anyway, they took something down and I got a little strike. So, damn it. I have to be more careful about it. A free speech platform, but we're adults and we can't handle being nude. Anyway, or even in art, you know, I just really see it as the art. It was one of my white light oracle that got flagged. Anyway, total BS. So the message though that I was getting, was, you are this being that is very, very powerful, okay? I'm probably not telling you anything that you don't know. It's just a remembrance reading to know that you are so respected for coming here. What I was getting was a message of extreme high honor, because you are like this big, majestic, eternal, divine being that can have and manifest anything you want at any time, all the time. You don't have limitations. You choose to come into an experience where there are limitations, challenges, and obstacles. It's like Spirit is saying that you chose to be the king or the queen to jump down from that, to come here and experience something totally different. And because of that, because you are doing this, it's like you're you carry a special light, you're honored, you like you don't know how big of a deal you really are in the spirit realm just for attempting this place, okay? Is what I'm getting. Is what I'm getting. And, yeah. This is a place where, there's false light, okay? There's false light, there's traps, there's snares, there's dark energy, there's good energy, but also there's good energy that's disguised too here. There's a lot of things that can trip you up. There's a lot of challenges that you can decide to have on your path, and it's, if you knew like how if you knew that you've already overcome every single thing and that you actually aren't limited at all, like, what could you do with that? Because I'm just feeling like the main message is that you could be channeling or embodying more of this energy here, was the message. So, yeah. So you can be channeling more of this, I am a limitless being in this present moment. So how? Okay. This is going to be... kind of like I did with the Pisces reading that's about to come out. I did a message from your future self. I would like to do a selective collective messages from our future self. And to touch base here on what a big deal you are in the spirit realm, you know. And a lot of you are tied to, you know, these things that we call stories and myths and gods, goddesses, that Christ consciousness, Mother Mary. Some of us have like literally were tied to these stories. There's an entanglement because we have done this stuff for so long. This is a challenge for your divine self. But really, outside of this realm, there's no challenge too big for you. You just think something different, and it is something different. You're an instant manifester in spirit. You're an instant manifester. You want to experience this? There you are. You want to enjoy this? Maybe even you want to feel like what it's like to eat again. You can do that. Like, you can do anything. You are limitless. And so, how do we channel that energy? Maybe we should ask our future self that. How do we channel more of that energy here? So I'm using the Witch's Oracle, and then the Uncommon Tarot, which I'm definitely going to have to censor. Yeah, how do we channel more of this? Future self. Oh, it's how you see yourself. The mirror. Perception, it says. The mirror. And it has the rising phoenix in the mirror. Okay? I look at this mask as like this body, this avatar that we have on. We see some limitations, or we see from a certain perspective. We even create a self, when the truth is that you're something different all the time. In the mirror, you're the rising phoenix from every single situation. There is no self. There's no self. There's no self. You are something new all the time. In actuality, you choose this. So if you choose to identify with being a certain way and say, well, that's just me, then that's literally, that's what you're doing. This is part of what you're creating. But know that the truth is that you are not one single thing. There's not one single thought that can describe you except for that thought that you come up with yourself. So you're something quite majestic here. You know, if you're a bird that can fly from ashes with flames all around you, you are part of that mystical being. That's part of your story. That's part of who you are. You have miracles within you. You have God and goddess myths within you. They're part of you. All of this is part of you. They're wanting us to embody more of what we actually are, because you are it all. Perception without limitation. Perception without over identifying with certain aspects. And maybe big picture thinking about who you are. Insight. Nice. The crystal ball with insight. 35. Crystal ball. And there's an owl flying above it. The owl, I tie the owl to occult wisdom. Wisdom in general, but like hidden. Something that you have to look deep, but you can find. So you have some sort of insight about who you really are. And if you don't, then I'm here to jog your memory. Oh, beautiful. Oh, you're the embodiment of the lady archetype. You are the embodiment. You're the embodiment of the goddess energy. You should be able to receive everything, anything. Okay. The 6 right star This is 21, 11, 35, and 9. It says unification, and this is the unification of the masculine energy and the feminine energy. The sun represented the masculine energy. You know, the only example I know of that being different is in mythology. There's a goddess. Her name is, I probably am going to pronounce it wrong, but it's from Japan. It's Amaterasu, I think. She represents a feminine sun. So that's kind of interesting to know that they're all stories. They're stories. But okay, for the purpose of this card, for the purpose of explaining it, sure. The sun's masculine here, right? And then we have the, so that's the light, and then we have the darkness, and this is the feminine energy. Okay, and then they come together, and they're whole. And the six-rayed star might be something to you also. It's like night and day. It's like coming together like night and day. This truly feels like it might be for your soul, it might be a night and day experience of, I can do everything I want like this, no problem, to, okay, all of a sudden there's these traps, patterns, the spider, traps, there's these snares, there's these things, these, I get stuck in these loops myself, like where it's just like something goes over and over, and you're doing the same thing, and maybe you're realizing you're doing the same thing, but it is part of this experience. So getting yourself out of patterns is important. Taking a look at what patterns have been present in your life, what kind of loops have been present in your life, what things have gone. Also, what have you been telling yourself on it? Especially like to really analyze when they say self-inquiry is really important. And I think of Descartes. I think of know thyself. I think therefore I am. You need to analyze, what are you telling yourself that the self is? And is that a loop? Has that been a loop for you? Or has that made it hard to break out of a certain pattern? It can be something even, well, oftentimes it's going to be a mixture of like big and small things. So it could be, oh, my clothes are always on the floor because I'm just a messy person. Because that's how I've always been. Or I don't do this because this is what, I don't know what it is, but it can be something little that you've been defining yourself as, like a loop that's blocking some sort of change. Of course, it can be big things too, but just as an example. Yeah, so what are you telling yourself? Are you telling yourself that you like certain things when maybe you don't? Maybe you don't. I don't know. That's a strange one. Okay, so 42 and crone and release. Crone and release. Yeah, knowing what kind of a pattern or definition to release at this time. I think the crone archetype, I talked about this in the other collective, about it being part of the trifecta. We have the maiden, the mother, the crone. The crone is able to see past, present, future, able to have a big perspective, not judging things as good or bad, but as in cycles, seasons, ups and downs, ebb and flow. But also carries a lot of wisdom of there's a journey here, and there's times where we have to release certain things on this journey. Yeah, it might be time for that. So here's the timing. The moon. Timing. Seems like the timing for something to speed up is coming with this. And the moon, and maybe something to do with love. Also, love is on the bottom. Love and the moon, timing, patterns, insight into these patterns, changing our perception. Maybe stop being so critical of ourselves when we look in the mirror and point out what we don't like. Maybe start pointing out things that you love, talking really good to yourself, to your skin, to your hair, to your funny attitude. I don't know what it is, but find those really good things and tell yourself about them. Remind yourself about them every day. I love this about you. You know? If you don't like your hair, you need to start telling your hair that you love it. And it'll probably start doing better for you. Just as an example. There were definitely parts of myself, like parts of my body, that I really hated. I had a hate for it, disdain for it. I wouldn't even look at myself in the mirror, like when I would be taking a shower, maybe from like my 20s, even into my 30s, would just like avoid looking at myself because I had that much like disdain for what I look like. And now, thank God, 40s kind of saved the day. I don't know why it took that long, but now I'm just like, you know what? I love it. I love that part of me, and I'm going to start telling it I love it. And sure enough, between supplements and eating better, those parts of me actually changed the way that they look too during the love that I was giving myself. So that's kind of an interesting thing that happened to me with perception. What you are down on yourself about is not going to be nice to you. Just remember that. It's not going to be nice to you too. With the 9 of Wands, your spiritual strength, you're the spiritual warrior here. Oh, as I say warrior, 5 of Swords. Oh yeah. You are definitely a spiritual warrior here. I'm just getting the patterns going into this. There's persistence here, but some reason there's persistence in a pattern. And it's causing conflict with like who you actually are. Why? What do we have? The 5 of Swords? Hierophant. So who you actually are is this Wise One card. It is the Hierophant energy, but we clearly have a statue of Buddha. We have 2 of these keys over the core of the body. We have these. Wow, we have the 9 of Cups too on the bottom. Beautiful. This is that excuse me, the divine person that you are, the divine soul that you are, and how extremely connected to God's source energy that you are. 9 of Cups on the bottom talks about your ability to have this complete self-satisfaction here. Feeling really good and happy. Feeling the love. But so you are the wise one who's extremely connected to all that is. Some sort of change that's coming. With the Knight of Swords, some sort of change that's going to come. It's going to come. Okay, these are things that you You're the one that's doing this type of change. This is something that you're initiating and that you decide to do, and when you do it, it happens quick. It happens fast. This is like your determination. It's also your fighting spirit. To me, it feels like there's going to be an end of a delay here. I don't know what the delay was about, but like an end of it. So something's changing rather quick for you. Tell me more. King of Cups. Reverse. 3 of Swords in the reverse. Oh. Some of you all are ending a relationship that you're no longer connected in the heart space with. It may just be a karmic pattern or something like that. The King of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, because your priestess in you, your intuition is trying to tell you something about it that's off or doesn't feel emotionally right to you. Like there may be some type of situation where it's hard to stay balanced. It's easier to fall into patterns around a particular individual. More than likely, it's a particular individual. 3 of Swords in the reverse. So when we are having change because our heart has been healed, we're on our way to a fresh new start here. Tell me about King of Cups. It's time for something new. I see the clover in the reverse. Usually about good luck and good fortune. Tell me more before I make a big judgment call. Okay, that's what it is. All right. Unlucky in love. Is that how you feel about your past or who you were in the past? Because I have the older version of ourselves here with the, oh, I'm sorry, you can't see that. With the Siren 1 is like it's just the way that I read this deck, by the way. It's not the way anybody else reads it. It's like an old version of ourselves, and I'm just getting that. I don't know if there's a song that says like I'm just unlucky in love. Okay, this is also a way of identifying yourself. Don't use that to define you. Because why? When you say that constantly to yourself, it's an affirmation. It becomes then an affirmation, and it goes to the universe. It goes to the universe. So that's what I'm getting from that. This is going to be associated with an older version of yourself, though, right? So we're going to let it go, and we're not going to identify with saying or judging any kind of experience as this was good, this was bad, even though, yes, I know. The Tower here in the Lenormand. And okay, let me go back a little bit. What I'm meaning by that, when I say we're not going to judge it as good or bad, I'm not meaning that if you're in a relationship and somebody was abusive to you, for example, I'm not saying that you have to say, oh, that was great. No, I'm not. I'm saying that when I say don't judge it as good or bad, I'm telling you to look at the good things that came from it, and then that's where we're going to focus a light on that, because that's the seed that we're wanting to grow. Any of the other seeds that are not going to help benefit our next experience or just keep us holding on to anger or resentment and things like that, things that are like a vinegar energy, making it hard for other things to grow, then we release. And then it's like, then when you're able to do that, you come to a neutral point of view for your experience. It's neutral, but you definitely know what you want to extract from it, and there can always be something that you can find as a benefit for your next experience. That's kind of what I'm meaning. So the Tower, this is something that you're building that's going to be very good for you. It's going to be good for you and like a light for others. Just reading this a little different than I normally would. It's a Tower of Lenormand, though, with me. So this is about something being strong and healthy with your consistent efforts here. So, but your consistent effort here about focusing on the healing of the heart space, right? It's growing something. This is going to be very good. This also talks about having better health in the long run. Yeah, why? Because we're getting through those heavy emotions. We're releasing it, not allowing it to get anywhere in our body or stuck. Tell me about the Knight of Swords, the change. Tell me about the change. Yes! The sun. The sun is talking about the change. Yay. And maybe an ending. Coffin card is on the bottom. The ending of a situation. This is when you decide, I'm going to seize the day. There's going to be changes. End of delay. I'm going to seize my changes. The sun is saying, oh, that would be good for you to do, because there's a huge blessing on the change that you're going towards, or something that you're going to be going towards. Some type of fast action here is what I feel like, because the sun is saying that whatever this is going to lead to a lot of happiness, a really enjoyable experience for you. It can be a new relationship, it can be a new job, it can be something like that. Tell me about the wise one energy. Tell me about the wise. Dang, didn't this come out in your all's first reading that I did say? I think so. The ship, your golden ship's coming in. This is wealth, money, travel, prosperity. And it's with the rich girl archetype, which is the divine feminine that absolutely knows that they are worthy of everything. They're worthy of receiving anything and everything. And so then it comes in on a golden ship for you. Man or woman, you are this archetype here of you're about to receive some ships with a lot of gold on them. You could maybe maybe experience some kind of travel coming up. Definitely going to be a letter about you coming out of an unhealthy situation here. Hi, Honor. I think this is how you're viewed in spirit. That was the very first message with this reading, was that you're being viewed on the other side as this majestic, very powerful divine being that has stepped into a scenario that's extremely hard. But you took the challenge. You did, and you're here. I think you're being held in high honor. I think you need to honor yourself more. Give yourself more praise, a pat on the back, so to speak, of just kind of how far you've come already. Just to really be born, it was kind of like a miracle just you being here. Odd-wise, it is a miracle, you being here, odds-wise. Oh, we have somebody that really does have a lot of honor for you. Oh, wow, they want to give you gifts. There's that ending card again, showing another coffin card. There is somebody that wants to give you gifts. Okay, I have the bear and the gift, and then the letter. It seems like you're going to have somebody enter your life who really, really supports you. And I think they would be able, or they would want to support you materially too. Honestly, because they honor you. I would expect some gifts. There's some sort of ending that's part of this gift from Spirit to you, though. And I do feel like there's some type of soul connection. The polar bear is like lavish gifts being given to you. A benefactor, somebody that supports you, wants to, I don't know, they see you as like you deserve to have it all. And here's the given. You do, though. This is something that you're not expecting. Expectation in the reverse. You're not expecting this much. I think it's going to get really good. Oh, wow. You might not be expecting a child, so be careful if you don't want a child. No, some of you will have a special child here in the future. This is a new manifestation coming to being, brand new. And with the sun, it absolutely can mean that a child is going to be coming, a spirit child is going to be arriving, but we're talking about a physical manifestation, something coming from a very loving, heart-centered place. That whole the key to your heart. You get out of here. It's cheesy. It's key to your heart. Somebody has the key to your heart, and vice versa. And this manifestation is coming from that type of energy. That's love, like energy. That's a beautiful thing. Wow. And the marriage card. And I have another letter. How many letters are you all going to get? This marriage card, if you look on the, which it can be marriage. It can actually be a marriage. But if you look in the book for this one, it's going to tell you that it's more about exchanging goods and services, and somebody that's a good person to work with when it comes to business. And that ship can also mean that something business doing really good. So yes, it can mean marriage, but it can mean maybe more so marriage in when it comes to business partnerships. Maybe it's something like that first, though, too, you know. This could be a mix. Alright, so I'm going to finish up with the one from the 108 Oracle, and then the angel number messages. Time to let go of whatever was keeping us in the past. Repetitive patterns, right? Family patterns, things that aren't working anymore. It's time to release that, with the old car showing up in the reverse. Time to break free from abusive situations or ridicule, or any situation where you feel like you were being mocked or openly dishonored. Time to change that. Why? Because you're a diamond. Whatever you went through, this, even the repetitive things, even the things that even if we thought for a long time I was stuck in a loop, or I was stuck in a pattern, you were still developing as a diamond. Okay, you're still growing. You're always growing. You're always evolving. Yeah, there can be some sort of changes that need to be implemented, but you learn all the time from every single experience. And so you may have felt a whole lot of pressure during those times of being, especially during the times of being, feeling like something needed to change, but it wasn't. That can feel like a lot of pressure, and that makes diamonds. So I have the diamond: creative force, faithfulness, value, perfection, brilliance, multidimensional, multifaceted, and invincible spiritual power. That's you, and that's what you are on the other side, is this invincible spiritual power. Oh, so why are we dealing with this stuff? Well, it's part of the game here, right? It's part of this game. But this is what we have to break free. The handcuffs card is about what we have to break free from. It's kind of like a taking our power back, needing to break free from a situation that makes us feel like we're not able to make our own decisions. Okay. At this time, I feel like you are probably in this, like, it's uncertain. I'm not sure what's going to happen, or something feels like it's undetermined at this time. But what Spirit is saying is, no, you're about to slingshot into your next experience, your next level. Pressure makes diamonds. Pressure. Change force change. Spirit might say, we're going to slingshot you because it's time. We're going to have something, we're going to have some sort of good tower moment in your life to get you to this next point. Very well could be that's saying that. So I have pioneer, boldness, destination, or bust. Long journey. Yes, that it does feel like a long journey. Yeah. Resourceful, and got your team. Something about a team that they are assembling. Already been assembled. It's your soul group. Coming into your life to help you too during these times, right? Knight, confident, heroic, messenger. Fearless, assertive, passionate, fighting spirit. Champion of a cause. Correct shot. Competent, superior, precise, excuse me, impressive, excel, and first class. Now you're ready. Look at that. First class. Airplane. First class. Airplane. Travel, long distance, speed, overcome, rise up, freedom. And it literally says breaking free. So don't be uncertain. There is something you're about to overcome. And look at this. Don't be uncertain. There's a fairy tale unfolding for you. You want to identify with the fairy tale? I think you should. I think you should. Believe the impossible. Daydreams, romantic ending. Universal archetypes, magic, happily ever after, fanciful stories we tell. This is beautiful. The baby on the bottom, another baby. Water carrier, unselfish, a benefactor, alleviating suffering. Almost like going through something so that maybe somebody else didn't go through it. You went through it. I don't know, there's something selfless about things you have gone through. The shooting star, quick action, wish granted, rare, a moment in time. Gavel is conviction, decisions made, paying attention. And here it is about that journey. There's something that is in perfect timing, but it is time for you to go into a new direction. Make sure you keep it moving. Don't stay still. I have a timing card for some of you all about regarding being a mother, though. Not for all, but a timing card for you within 3 to 6 months. Oh, wow. 7. You'll be able to see something more clearly within this time frame about what is developing, what kind of fairy tale you are about to see. This within 3 to 6 months here of you pioneering something kind of amazing in your life is very likely. At this time, the situation is likely to occur, or outcome is likely to occur. And then this is what I think is likely to occur. The cake card. Celebration, ceremony, party, gathering with friends, family, honor. Remember, recognize, commemorate, graduation, anniversary, wedding, prom, birthday. Beautiful. All right, and now your angel number message. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. I appreciate you. 7s. Number 1, it's this pioneer energy. You are a self-starter with very innovative ways of creating opportunity. I'm innovative. I have 88. I am wealthy, saying that you're on the cusp of a very wealthy life. Spiritually, you're opening more. So this is also bringing in opportunities for wealth. I am wealthy. 88. Have patience during this time. Keep your thoughts positive. And know your angels are working behind the scenes with the 10-10 card. Divine timing. I am patient. 333. I am powerful. Oh, I love this. I am powerful. You're being called upon to use your spiritual gifts as a light worker, assisting all of humanity. I am powerful. 333. You are. And master number 22, you're in possession. Wow, cut off because I talk a lot. Apparently, I had master number 22, you're in possession of incredible creative powers. It is assured you can achieve anything you wish. I'm aligned. And then 1111. And this card sums up the whole, really the whole reason why I was doing this reading in the first place. So 1111, the universe is arranging people and experiences on your path to help you succeed and helping you wake up to who you truly are. I am awakening. 1111. So you are awakening to this unlimited, free, divine being that you actually are, who's going to start making stuff look a lot easier. That's what I feel. I feel like if you're going to prove it to yourself, and that I think that should be your goal, is universe, show me every day why I am this supreme divine being that can overcome anything. Prove to me. Show me what I really am outside of this place here. I don't know. It's just something that out there to affirm to yourself that is going to bring some beautiful awakenings into your experience about who you truly are without looking in the mirror and knowing that. All right. So that's what I have for you. A lovely collective. I'm sending you love and light. Bye.